Okay, so let's try to find out when our eggs are going to reach their developmental stages. It's pretty simple. It's not that hard. First of all, you should probably have watched the embryonic development slideshow, so you understand the metabolism that's behind this math. And so let's go through this. We should also have open these documents, the ATU requirements by species. And we should have open the ATU temperature conversion chart. And we should have open the date, day, year calendar. So let's have all of those documents open. Okay, so in our fictitious situation, we've got Chinook salmon eggs that were received on September 29th. The first step is, what day of the year was that when these eggs are received? Now, this is optional. You can do this without this, but it really helps with preventing mistakes in the calendar math. So September 29th, we go to the date, day, year calendar, and we find September 29th. And right here, you can see September 29th is day 272 out of 365. So we can type in 272 here. You'll see how we use that later. The developmental stage when our eggs are received is just fertilized, day 0, okay? And the current water temperature at our facility, let's pretend it's 10 degrees Celsius. We don't really care what temperature it is Fahrenheit, because Fahrenheit is very difficult to work with because of the freezing point of water. And we don't care about Fahrenheit temperature units like the state of Oregon uses. We want the metric ones, which is ATUs. So the ATUs, when these are received, well, these eggs were just fertilized. So how much heat is accumulated? No heat has accumulated. So they're starting from scratch in this case because they are just fertilized eggs. So notice the formula down here now. If we go to this next section here, so we've got the stage of eyed up, beginning to hatch, ponding and swim up, and then we've got this formula. Total ATUs needed minus the ATUs when they're received equals the remaining ATUs that are needed to get to the stage. If we then divide that with this division symbol by the ATUs that are accumulating per day, which is the same as the water temperature in Celsius. Again, it's much easier in Celsius. If it was water temperature in Fahrenheit, we'd have to subtract 32 every single time. That division problem will equal the number of days left until the stage. And then we can simply add that either directly on the calendar if it's inside a month, or using the year calendar to the day of the year 272 to give us the date of the stage. So let's try it. So total ATUs needed. Well, back at the top here, it says ATU requirements by species. This is it. So to get to eyed stage, we've got 280 needed to get to eyed stage. So going back to our document, we're gonna need to put that in right here. So 280. Okay. The amount of ATUs when received, what was that? Remember, it was 0 ATUs when received. And let me go through and center these here. Just like to have them centered. And so that means 280 minus 0 is 280. Now we can do the same thing on the other requirements. We'll do them in a moment. So this is divided by ATUs per day. So that's the same as the current temperature, which is up here. So that's 10 degrees since it's in Celsius. Call it 10. So 280 minus 10. That's a tough one. 28 days till the stage. Now we got these fish eggs on the 29th of September. We could do it on the calendar and just kind of think about it, but let's just make sure we're right. We know it's day 272. So if we add 272 plus 28, that gives us day number 300. And that's how we do it.